Hi guys, I'm Jay and welcome to my channel, Jay's Stitching. Here is my 2-week update again. I seriously am on a roll that I managed to do these every 2 weeks. I wanted to already do this and film this update on Monday, but then life happened and now it's Wednesday. I haven't really been able to stitch so much in the last couple days. It's been really busy and somehow I couldn't really focus on my latest project. But I think after this video, at least I'm gonna finish another project instead of the next one. So I'm really excited for that. I managed to do 4 projects plus the 5th one I'm now working on, and then I will also show you the project I'm gonna work on after. So in my last video, I showed you that I was gonna work on Halloween Spooky Sampler by the Frosted Pumpkin, and I'm doing this on, let me check, 16 count Ada in Burnt Apricot by Jottery Designs. And this is really, looks so tiny on this piece of fabric. So I, like I promised, worked on the H of Halloween, and I actually couldn't do the complete block. Because like I also mentioned in my last video, I am gonna do the border in the Cult for color, and there's another green variegated thread that's supposed to be down here, which I also ordered. So the block is not completely finished, but the majority is. But this is actually gonna be a good bit smaller than I thought, because this is a massive piece of fabric, and even with the border, I'm assuming that it's only gonna go until here, so at least the other half is completely available for something else. But I really like the mottled effect on this. It's a pretty cool orange brown mottled piece. So yeah, the first block of the Halloween Spooky Sampler almost finished. And I just paid for my order for the threads today. I actually already placed the order basically on the day I made the video, but they only charge you once they have your order ready. So I paid today and it should get here somewhere this week. Tomorrow is a Feiertag here in Germany, so then no mail. But hopefully it will arrive Saturday for the next time that I spin the wheel that I have it. It will be a while before it comes up again, but who knows? At least I will be prepared then. And then instantly the wheel spun another Frosted Pumpkin piece, and this is on, I don't think I have the plastic anymore for this. This is a 28 count pomegranate by, I want to say the Crafty Kitten or Jottery Designs, one of the two. Most of my fabric are either from Jottery or from the Crafty Kitten. And like I said, this was also a Halloween piece, and this is the Mysterious Halloween Town by the Frosted Pumpkin. And actually, I'm also really happy with my progress here. I decided to do the whole left side of the design, and I started over like a little bit here on the bottom, and this is actually the side of the big sign. There's going to be Halloween Town or something like this, and I stitched a bat, a tiny bird, a witch with a pumpkin basket, some keys, and I really was afraid this key was gonna blend in too much, but actually I think it stands out enough that it's not so bad, and I could still backstitch it with black, but I think it's fine. And here's gonna come like a big house, and I will start stitching on that the next time. And this is actually so much fun to work on. Also, again, all these little motifs, every time I finish one, it feels so good. It keeps me really motivated to stitch. And then I continued with a very big piece. I continued on my Chatelaine Spring Knot Garden. And here actually I did the most on. And last time you saw it, I had completed the center motif and the top flower. And this time around I added the left flower, and this was actually also so much fun to work on, and this felt so good to finish this. So I will turn this and show you up close. So I finished this flower. I actually perfected a little bit more how to do these stitches. I don't exactly know what they're called. I don't think they're road stitches actually, but something similar. And this is actually in a slightly different color. This is a more, I would say, a darker purple, and this is more like a lilac. And every flower will be a different color. I think there's also going to be a blue one. So next time I'm going to do either that flower or this flower, and then it's slowly coming together. And I actually think this is stitching up so beautifully. And I cannot wait to have this hanging on the wall. And the beading is going to be so much fun because the center looks kind of bare, but that's because there's going to be a gazillion beads in there, and I'm so excited to see how sparkly this is going to be. And also, obviously, all of these holes there will also come beads later. So basically all the white's going to be filled in. And I actually thought this was really great progress on this to get the whole flower stitched. And then after I worked on a project that you also saw in the last video, it got spun by the Tiny Decisions app. And that's actually also my one finish for this time around. And this one is Design Works, Kitty, and Present. And I was just gonna stitch the cat and then start on something else. But I decided to not do that and just keep on going. And I finished it. The kitty is finished. And I had to change a little bit of the coloring in the present. As you can see here on the picture, this is actually really well blended. There's the lighter green and slightly more a dark green, and then even more darker green. And actually here, the two greens, the darker green and the middle green, are actually almost the same color. So I actually did the middle lighter green, and then on one stitch on the outside I actually went over with the slightly darker green, that it's a little bit more faded. I hope you understand what I mean. So yeah, it's finished. It's not my favorite design, but it's gonna look cute anyway. And I just have to put some felt on the back and put a hanger in and put the needle away. So yeah, that's my finish. I would be so happy if every time I make a video I have a finish like this, either a small one like this or a little bit bigger. Don't know. So I am down to 18 projects in the box. And then my piece I'm currently working on, it's still in the Q-Snap, and this is the Cozy Cafe Club. Yes. And I am working on the installment clue number 3 that came out on the 25th. So as soon as I finished working on the kitty one, I instantly went to this one. So I have got a notification on my screen, which I have to swipe away. Yeah. And this is a cup of Earl Grey tea. So I am not a coffee drinker, so it was nice to have like a drink I would actually drink. And it comes in this lovely blue and white porcelain cup, which reminds me of Delft Blue, which most people are familiar with. This is also really a big Dutch export product. If you've ever seen any stereotypical items from Holland, then outside wooden shoes and tulips, you've probably seen Delft Blue porcelain. And this instantly reminded me of that. So I'm basically filling in the tea here at the top. Then I have to do the tag of the tea bag, and I have to do the writing. And I hope to get this finished tonight. And this is stitched on Picture This Plus 32 count rosewood. And I really love this fabric. And the only thing that really annoyed me, I messed up on the very first cup, and then I have one stitch too little in between here. So this one's good, this one's not good, and now I had to sort of fudge it around here because I have one stitch too little. And instead of making the cup a little bit wider, I only noticed this when I had already done the outline. But yeah, I think it looks fine nonetheless. No one will know, only I will know because I'm the one that had to fudge it. So yeah, I'm still working on this one. And then after I finish this, like I said, hopefully tonight, I will continue with a new start. What else? And this is going to be Chicky's Easter Wish, also Frost and Pumpkin, and I'm going to do this on 25 count Holy Night even weave, also by Jottery. And this is the piece. It's going to be an Easter piece, so I thought the purple would be a perfect color. The only thing is I have never worked on 25 count, and I don't think I want to do it over one because that will be too small. So let's see, working over to how big that's going to be. Oh, that's 12.5 count. Although I don't even think this is actually 25 count. This looks to be more like 28. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna do it on here, and this hopefully I also get to start tonight. So yeah, I'm still very happy with how everything's going. I worked on slightly less project this time around. Despite having a whole week off last week, I wanted to do all the stitching and wanted to go through 4, 5, 6 projects, but I didn't. But that always happens, so I had a week off, and then I proceeded to spend it with all the people that I haven't seen for a while, and it was very good. I actually got to see my family again, and I hung out with a couple friends, so that was all good. Things have started to open up here again since Monday, since 2 days ago. The evening lockdown is gone, so you can go out however late you want again. Also, stores have opened again. You don't have to make an appointment anymore. You can just go in, of course, with masks, etc. And also the outdoor restaurants have opened again. So restaurants have opened, but you can only sit on the terrace outside. So you cannot sit inside yet. And you have to have a negative COVID test before you can sit and drink or eat. I haven't been to one because I am hoping that from next week Monday, the situation will be so good that they will open indoor again, and then outside you're allowed to go without a test. So, and the places everywhere are so full because everyone instantly wants to go and have a beer or have some nice food. So I think I will just wait for a little bit until the whole hype dies down and it's easier to get a table again, because a couple friends of mine had to wait an hour for a table, which is not usually the case. It's just because everyone wants to spend the afternoon in the sun and outside after, I think it's been 8 months. Then the second lockdown started last year in November. So it's been a long time. So either way, that was some extra updates of how the situation is right now in Germany, and especially here in Cologne. I hope that everyone stays healthy and that we don't have to close everything again next week. We will see. So yeah, either way, I'm gonna finish working on this one, and then I'm gonna continue with Chicky's Easter Wish. And I'm very excited to see what else the wheel brings me, because I know there's gonna come a couple very cool projects, some new starts again. And I actually also hope that I spin one of the whips. I would very much like to work on my Capricorn again, or even one of the older ones. So I'm very excited. I hope to get 5 to 6 projects done again, and I hope to see you again halfway through June. Bye guys, thank you for stopping by.